Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. SoundHound AI Inc. Sound stock. We finally started getting some movement. What did I tell you guys? If you've been watching my SoundHound videos, what did I tell you? That the market was going to go sideways. It wasn't going to go much of anywhere until Wednesday, until we had the Fed meeting, and until we got more information about what's going to happen there with the market as a whole. Essentially, just sitting back and waiting for this day. And here we are, and everything's moving on up. As you can see here on my watch, everything's green, Nvidia, AMD. You got MPOC stocks green as well. You got Riot stock finally moving on up, and Bitcoin finally moving on up as well. Might get a breakout here, and we'll start pumping, and that's going to bring Nvidia as well. It's going to start pumping as well. If it breaks out above 130, we could see 135 and then 140. And again, like I told you guys, we were just waiting for Wednesday, and it was just going to be a slog. Until then, finally, fortunately for us, we are pumping. So congratulations if you bought anywhere around here. I guess we won't be seeing $4, and that's fine by me. I've been buying Riot under $10 and accumulating it. If Bitcoin breaks out, we're going to see anything. We're on the cusp of a huge breakout, and we're going to go to new highs. And everyone's going to make money, right? If the market as a whole is pumping, we're all going to make money, so everyone wins. This is why I was telling you guys, if you want to buy the dip on some stocks that make sense, because they're probably undervalued after this unnecessary dump, this scare, because this was nothing more than a scare, even on Nvidia. You saw, look at that. People bought the dip when it came down to 90s. And why wouldn't you? It's Nvidia. So, and I alerted that one. I did tell everyone in the Discord, like, hey, this is if you want to add to your long-term portfolio, add it under 100. If you want to swing trade it, buy under 100. And it's money in the bank. So everyone wins when the stock market goes up as a whole. And we're finally here. So at this point, what I'm going to tell you is, since the market's going to start pumping, we should wait for a breakout above 560. If we can break out above 560. Here we didn't break out. We failed to break out. Here we actually did break out, and we ran as far as 654. So if we can get the breakout here again, we will see 649. And then we would have to get another breakout to go to 750 to be more exact. So that's just how the market is, right? If we're going to continue to pump, there's going to be breakouts across the market, and we're going to see new highs. So buying the dip, you can wait for $4 if you want, but at this point, if we're going to pump and explode on the market, I would look for the breakout above $5.40. And if you guys are still holding, right now, then just hold. Just continue to hold and see let's see how high everything goes. We just had to wait a couple weeks. It's kind of unfortunate that it took this long for us to finally start making moves. But that's, again, the Fed and the growth scare and all these other scares. People overreact and sell off. So congrats if you bought the dip on all those stocks that gave you a good opportunity to add nice and cheap more than anything. And let's see if I can find something. I was looking for something here, but I don't remember it. There it is. There are the alerts. Like, here it is. It was a no-brainer. 10 shares of Nvidia at 93.80 for a swing, 8/5/2024, and you can see like that was down here. I was like, are you kidding me? You're giving me this cheap? You guys know me. I'm a cheapskate, and you should be a cheapskate in the markets. I'll never understand people who look at a stock that's so expensive like GME and chase it at $60-$40 when that doesn't even make sense. It's not even worth that much with its revenues going as flat as they are. But we're smarter than that. That's why you're following this channel. Look for that breakout, and if it does break out, we should see 640. This one's pretty consistent with its breakouts. When it does break out, it does reach its levels. So that's about it. That's all I have to say with regards with SoundHound. I don't think there's any catalyst. Let me check real quick. But they don't really drop news consistently. They don't. But when they do, it's usually something that sends the share price up. So right now, for those of you who don't know, the share price can move. Wow, these two are suspended. MPOC stocks right now are exploding. But as I was about to say here, SoundHound. Yeah, when they don't right now, SoundHound's price action is being dictated by the market. That's what I wanted to talk about. Because some people are in this hoping that, McDonald's partnership, we're going to get a massive run, huge run. That's a catalyst, and it can send it. We know that already. But right now, the stock price is fluctuating and following the market. The market rips, this stock's going to rip. In this case, because of Jerome Powell speaking on Friday, I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of just still continue to just kind of go not much of anywhere. I mean, even right now as I'm speaking, it is pulling back. Like, we're still technically going sideways here, even though we're trying. We tried for the second time to break out above 550s, but we couldn't. Again, we do have Powell speaking on Friday, so that's kind of that's why I said this week it's gonna be it's gonna be iffy. So we have to wait until after that for the stock price to naturally fluctuate up and down. But the market rips as a whole, we're gonna see everything go up. And so right now you're not really trading catalysts, you're not trading PRs or headlines. The price action is moving solely on what the market as a whole is doing. So it's following the levels to a T. And you want to take advantage of that by buying the dips or playing the breakout. But this SoundHound, we did get I don't know if I trust the Motley Fool, but SoundHound AI stock analysis. Here's what stock investors should know. Let's see if this guy knows much of anything. I've read his articles before. He sometimes says things that I disagree with, but that's kind of the beauty of the market, right? We all see things differently. You might look at that chart and be like, I don't know what this guy's talking about, but maybe he makes sense, maybe he doesn't. Should you invest $1,000 in SoundHound AI right now? Wait, what is this? Did I just get clickbaited? I did get clickbaited, guys. I'm not watching some video, but yeah, they don't drop PRs consistently, but when they do, the stock price moves for the most part. And they made a huge acquisition. We know that huge acquisition came with a lot of customers under their belt as well. So if we look at the history of the stock, let's just look at the history of the stock. Let's just go back all the way back in time here. Anytime this stock has gotten PRs, it's gotten moves. It's gotten moves, guys. Anytime we've gotten PRs, we get big moves. Look at this. This is NVIDIA, right? This is the NVIDIA investment declaration. So that's why we got such a massive move here and created a higher floor. Because the floor was like at $1 back then. Now it's at $4. So if this pattern is going to continue, then we will see slowly but surely over the long term, we will see SoundHound drop catalyst that send it, and it will eventually create a higher floor. And that higher floor, once it's created, it might be at $5, it might be at $6. We don't know where the higher floor is going to be, but we can anticipate that because we see that in the past, it slowly grinds in a trading range before eventually creating not only a higher high, but a new floor, establishes a new floor, and we consolidate in a trading range before, I imagine, and this is just my prediction, because I don't see this coming back down to $1 unless we go into a bear market. A bear market would be the only reason that this stock comes back under $4. Because I think I've shown you before what happens in a bear market. The stocks get real cheap, and people are so scared to buy that they don't buy. They'd rather chase. But we're smarter than that. Anyways, bear market, if no bear market happens, we'll slowly start to climb higher. We'll establish a new floor up here, and I mean, everyone wins. I know some long-term investors, they like to make it about, it's us versus them. It's us versus the day traders and swing traders. But the reality is, if a company keeps communicating, which is, that's what you're supposed to do. If the company communicates and they drop PRs that move the share price, and buyers are willing, longs more than anything, are willing to continue to buy the dip, and the smart ones, the smart traders, are willing to buy the dip down here at $4. I mean, that's why it's held, because everyone looks at $4 and goes, well, this is a buy, and it holds there. And as long as this pattern continues like it did here, we're going to see this come back up and establish a new floor. And eventually we'll reach $10. I served recently another AI robotics stock that had a huge NVIDIA pump. We'll see if it establishes a floor here at $10. That seems to be the floor. But again, another stock, just as an example, that it's created a new high back when it was at a low of $1.80. And now it's established a floor at $10. So this is what some people don't get, is it's not about it's you versus me or whatever. It's about can the PRs move the share price? If so, which ones? And can the company communicate that? Because some companies don't communicate and they just kind of go nowhere until they drop something, until they actually communicate what's going on with the company. Anyways, I've rambled on enough about the potential of this stock. Again, I'm bullish long term, but I would wait to buy the dip, and let's wait to see what happens on. Clearly, the market, liked today, but let's wait till Jackson Hole, which is Friday, and Jerome Powell is going to speak. Let's wait till that and see what he has to say and how the market's going to react to him yapping, because sometimes the market gets super volatile and we don't know where we're headed next with him talking. So hopefully you learned a lot from this video. I don't just look at the stock by itself. Sometimes you have to look at the market as a whole to make your decisions, and that's essentially what I've done. So anyways, that's it. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I will see you in the next one.